Hey guys, it's Cody back with another video. Today in this video, you guys are going to be seeing my entire wrestling autograph collection in its entirety as of today, Thursday, April 19th, 2018. So let's get started. So the first thing I have here is a North Carolina Wrestling Association event signed poster from the Civil Warfare event in December of 2014. It is signed by Steve Corino, Buff Bagwell, Kevin Sullivan, Shane Douglas, and Cody Hall. Up here, I have a trash can lid signed by C.W. Anderson, and the fridge has Shane Douglas. This was used in their hardcore match back on October 7th of last year at the NCWA event in Clayton, North Carolina. Next, I have a 8x10 signed by Greg the Hammer Valentine. This was at my first ever indie show. Next, I have some things on my bed here that are signed. I can't hang these up, sadly, but they're pretty cool. So these are hand-drawn pictures in charcoal print. First, I have one signed by Hornswoggle. I have a Kurt Angle signed plaque type thing from TNA. I have a Sting signed picture. A Ric Flair and Sting signed picture. Then I got these next two from the WWE Live event last October. The first one is Bobby Roode. And I also have Shinsuke Nakamura. Now for the figures hanging on my wall. Got Jay Lethal, Melina, Hornswoggle, Jack Swagger, John Morrison, Sergeant Slaughter, Katie Lee Burchell, Hacksaw Jim Duggan Basic, Jillian Hall, Kevin Thorne, Christian, Kid Cash, Angelina Love, Jerry the King Lawler, Bubba Ray Dudley, Ken Shamrock, Brutus Beefcake, The Boogeyman, Mick Foley, Lita, Diamond Dallas Page, Stevie Ray, D'Lo Brown, Terry Funk, Cody Rhodes, Jake the Snake Roberts, Tugboat, Tito Santana, Jerry Lawler Elite 18, Jimmy Hart, The Warlord, Ryback, Evan Bourne, Chavo Guerrero, Road Warrior Animal, Sabu, The Barbarian, Axe, Smash, Lex Luger, Ric Flair, Brian Knobbs, Ron Simmons, Victoria, Chris Masters, Justin Credible, Sheamus, Paul Orndorff, Drew McIntyre, Ricky Steamboat, Justin Gabriel, Booker T, Rob Terry, Mr. Anderson, Crimson, Matt and Jeff Hardy, and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Now down here, this is just a frame of signed pictures. I have AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Pentagon Jr.'s in the middle, it kind of fell, and then there's John Cena. So now, down for all this stuff on my floor. First, I'm going to show you guys my WWE, or wrestling in general, signed comic books. So the first one I have is signed by Mick Foley as Dude Love. Got Chyna, Jimmy Hart, Booker T, Dean Ambrose, and Lex Luger. Now I have three figures I'm going to show you guys that aren't hung up on my wall. The first one is a Defining Moments figure signed by Sting. Ric Flair defining moments, and a Sabu Unmatched Fury. So now I'm going to show you guys my program autographs that I have. I'm just going to show you guys this one. I also have two others. I'll just tell you who I have real quick because the autographs didn't come out very well in the other two. So the first one I have in this book is Kalisto. And mind you, I got all of these at the March 26th live event at PNC Arena here in Raleigh. The next one I got is Tamina Snuka. And the last one I have in here is Dasha Fuentes, who was the ring announcer for that show. So in this one was the one I got at the October 30th house show at PNC. That's signed by AJ Styles, but it came out really crappy. And then this one I got at the May 14th house show, and it is signed by Becky Lynch, JoJo, Charles Robinson, and Roman Reigns, and Natalia. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys my 8x10s / photos, and this binder weighs a ton. So, I got Alicia Fox, Michelle McCool, Christy Hemme, Jillian, Layla, Natalia, Beth Phoenix, Kelly Kelly, Gail Kim, Sherry, Mandy Leone from Ring of Honor, Ricochet, Kelly Klein, Damian Sandow, Johnny Parisi, you can barely see it because he signed it black on black, Rebel, Chelsea Green, also known as Laurel Van Ness, Jade, Faye Jackson, Rachel Ellering, Devin Nicole, my wrestling wife, Raphael King, Rey Mysterio, Booker T, Santino Marella, El Torito, Kevin Cross, I'll show you guys a better one I have of him in a few minutes, Tori Wilson, Taylor Hendricks, Victoria, Ron Simmons, Melina, MVP, Winter, Eva Marie, former NXT ring announcer Devin Taylor, Lady Tapa, Barbie Hayden, Andrea, Tessa Blanchard, SoCal Val, Katie Lee Burchill as the Temptress in WoW Women of Wrestling, Rosemary, Maurice, Lana, Jessica Havoc, Madison Rain, Katrina, Amber Gallows, Angelina Love, ODB, Mickey James, Rosa Mendez, Miss Tessmacher, who I'll be seeing in August most likely, Dixie Carter, Molly Holly, Evan Bourne, Shad and GTG, Chris Masters, The Boogeyman, Crimson, Lita, Lillian Garcia, TJ Perkins, Tommy Dreamer, The Hurricane, C.W. Anderson, Apollo Crews, Marty Jannetty, Mr. Hughes, James Storm, Velvet Sky, Candice Michelle, Justin Gabriel, Rob Terry, Edge, Chavo Guerrero, J.J. Dillon, Willie Mack, David Hart Smith, Kevin Thorne and Shelly Martinez, also known as Ariel, Savannah Evans, Gangrel, Sue Young, Renee Michelle, Chelsea Green again, Tessa Blanchard, Kiera Hogan, Evilise, Allie from TNA, Taya Valkyrie, Jimmy Hart, John Morrison, Demolition, Madison Rayne again, Faye Jackson again, Braun Strowman, Tennille Dashwood, formerly known as Emma in the WWE, Mandy Leone, Adam Page and the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Marty Scurll, Jay Lethal, Cedric Alexander, Sarita, Vampiro, Jax Dane and Crimson, Mil Mascaras, Ivory Robin, one of my close friends from Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, Rachel Ellering, Brittany Blake, Sahara 7, Kennedy Brink, now known as Jessica Carr from NXT, Houston Carson from Texas, Jeff Hardy signed magazine, James Storm, Sanjay Dutt, Carlito, Bobby Lashley, Cody Rhodes again, Sting, Alberto Del Rio, Charlotte Flair, Kevin Cross, Jerry the King Lawler, The Monster Abyss, Matt Morgan, Ariel Monroe, who is the fiance of Cedric Alexander, Daisy Day, Jade, Britt Baker, Ember Moon, Maria, George the Animal Steel, Rosita, Kelly again, Tyson Kidd, Santana Garrett, formerly known as TNA Knockout Brittany, Ted DiBiase Jr., Jonathan Coachman, Joel Gertner, Matt Hardy, The Blue Meanie, Roman Reigns, Sanjay Dutt again, Brian Hebner, Todd Kennelly, Magnus, Gunner, Matt Hardy again, Finn Balor, Matt Stryker, New Jack, there's a better one of Crimson that I have, D'Lo Brown, Kurt Angle, Kid Cash, Caitlyn and AJ, Casey Carlisle, Caprice Coleman, Robbie E, Jimmy Hart, EC3, Kevin Nash, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Road Warrior Animal, Tommy Dreamer, Becky Lynch, Jerry Lynn, Seth Rollins, Ricky Steamboat, Shane Douglas, Chase Stevens, Dana Brooke, Buff Bagwell, Crowbar, Stevie Richards, Scotty Riggs, Truth Martini, Brutal Bob Evans, Kenny Dykstra, The Headbangers, The Young Bucks, Adam Cole, Antonio Thomas from the Heartthrobs in the WWE, Jim Ross, Jimmy Hart, Tully Blanchard, George South, Savio Vega, Jerry Briscoe, and the Warlord and the Barbarian. And then right there on the front, that's a index card signed by Shane McMahon from SmackDown Live. So those are my photos. Sorry guys, I have to fix this real quick. Oh well, I'll fix it later. So those are my pictures. Now I'm going to show you guys my cards, because this is like a good portion of this video right here. Let's see here. Alright, here we go. We got Awesome Kong, Mickey James, Maria, Charlotte, Tracy Brooks, Sasha Banks, Molly Holly, Eva Marie, Candice Michelle, Brie Bella, Tiffany, Cameron, Awesome Kong is Karma, JoJo, Nikki Bella, Christy Hemme, Angelina Love, Emma, Peyton Royce, Mandy Rose, Jacqueline, Dixie Carter, Billy Kay, Summer Rae, Miss Tessmacher, Natalia, Alicia Fox, Victoria, SoCal Val, Madison Rain, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Awesome Kong. That's a card I had her sign in person at a show in Wilmington, North Carolina 2 years ago. Abyss, Harley Race, Shannon Moore, Alexa Bliss, Baron Corbin back when he was in NXT, Mark Henry, Finn Balor, Road Warrior Animal, Sylvester Lefort, Nikolai Volkov, who I'll be seeing at Icons of Wrestling in 2 weeks, Don Morocco, Jerry Lawler, Zeb Coulter, Hornswoggle, Hector Guerrero, Tully Blanchard, Drew McIntyre, Hernandez, Jimmy Snuka, Devon Dudley, Matt Stryker, Justin Gabriel, Aiden English, Jason Albert, Jimmy Hart, Diamond Dallas Page, Ricky Steamboat, Seth Rollins, Rusev, Alundra Blaze, Justin Roberts, Zack Ryder, Adam Rose, Hideo Itami, Eve, Bruno Sammartino, rest in peace, Dean Ambrose, Darren Young, Larry Zbyszko, The Iron Sheik, William Regal, Scott Stanford, there's a better one of Cameron, Bushwhacker Luke, Enzo Amore, Christopher Daniels, Vladimir Kozlov, Dean Malenko, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, John Morrison, Funaki, Terry Funk, Joey Styles, there's a better one of Baron Corbin I have, Tommy Dreamer, Cowboy Bob Orton, The Godfather, Papa Shango, Primo, Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, Ty Dillinger, Don Morocco again, Billy Gunn, The Pope D'Angelo De Niro, Kurt Angle, Jack Swagger, Jason Jordan, Tom Pritchard, Neville, Tensai, Blake, Bray Wyatt, Ron Simmons, Connor, Michael Cole, Vito, Sanjay Dutt, Cesaro, Damian Sandow, Eric Rowan, Paul Orndorff, Evan Bourne, Santino Marella, there's a better Jason Jordan, Buddy Murphy, Lucky Cannon, Jeff Hardy, Alex Shelley, Shannon Moore, Coco Beware, Samoa Joe, Homicide, Jack Corpella, Rob Terry, Jeremy Borash, Ric Flair, Kofi Kingston, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bull Dempsey, Hideo Itami, Sawyer Fulton, Kalisto, Carlito, Gunner, Suicide, Ryback, Tyler Rex, Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze, Victor from the Ascension, Mojo Rawley, Matt Hardy, Alex Riley, Road Dogg, Chad Gable, Hulk Hogan, The Miz, Tito Santana, Teddy Long, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, one of the biggest jerks I've ever met, Corey Graves, Hillbilly Jim, Jim Ross, Sting, James Storm, Robert Roode, Cody Rhodes, Stardust, Scott Hall, Chris Masters, Rikishi, Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, Goldust, Dana Brooke signed Kiss Card, Naomi, Tamina, No Way Jose, David Hart Smith, Percy Watson, Dasha Fuentes, Jim Neidhart, Aiden English, The Great Khali, Trish Stratus, Matt Morgan Bass, Jerry Saggs, Mr. Anderson, Norman Smiley, Carmella, Heath Slater, Rhino, Kane, Bret the Hitman Hart, ODB, Simon Gotch, Chavo Guerrero, JJ Dillon, Drake Wirtz, Xavier Woods, Tatanka, Ember Moon, Roderick Strong, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Nikki Cross, Melina, Lita, Bobby Heenan, Austin Aries, Mauro Ranallo, Steve Corino, Taylor Wilde, Kevin Nash, Jay Lethal, The Hurricane, Trent Beretta, Shane Thorne, Sergeant Slaughter, Nick Miller, Renee Young autographed Kiss Card, Byron Saxton, Aaliyah, Ruby Riott, Typhoon, Mike Chioda, Abby Lath, Eric Young, Caitlyn, Tommy Dreamer, Rey Mysterio signed in pen, Ivory, Christian, Mick Foley, Cassius Ono signed right there, TJP, Aleister Black, Cody Rhodes signed better signed card, Mike Rome, Carl Anderson, Sheamus, Dana Brooke, Kazarian, Serena Deeb, Ricky Morton, The Brian Kendrick, Lana signed Kiss Card, and Paige. So that's my card collection. Now to show you guys the autos in my encyclopedias. So first I'm going to show the 3rd edition because this one has not that many. Alright, so the first one I have in here is not that one. First one I have in this book is Al Snow. Ron Simmons on the APA. I have Ron Simmons in this book 3 times, so it's pretty cool. The Barbarian, Becky Lynch, Blue Pants, also known as Leva Bates from Queens of Combat, Cody Rhodes, Emma. J.J. Dillon from the Four Horsemen. George South. The Hurricane. Like I said, guys, I don't have many in this book, per se, but I am working on building it up. Mickey James. Mr. Hughes. Oh, I missed one. Sorry about that. Got Marty Jannetty. Showed you guys Mr. Hughes. Farouk on the Nation of Domination. Ah, here we go. Ricky Morton. Nikita Koloff. Jimmy Valiant. Ron Simmons. Shane Douglas. Stardust. Sting. Tommy Dreamer. And oh, went too far. Sorry. And the last one I have in here is, where is he? The Warlord. So that's it for the 3rd edition of the encyclopedia. I'm just going to tell you guys who's in this 1st edition. It's signed by the Barbarian, Demolition, Doink the Clown, George South, the Hurricane, Ivan Koloff, Jerry Lawler, Jerry Lynn, Kid Cash, Kenny Dykstra, Mike Mondo with Kenny from the Spirit Squad, Mass Superstar, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Ric Flair, Scotty 2 Hotty, and Zach Gallen. Now this one is where it has the good autographs in it, really. Alright, first one I have is Al Snow, Aldo Montoya, Alundra Blaze, Armando Estrada, The Barbarian, Big Man Steel, Billy Gunn, Blue Meanie, Bobby Heenan, Bobby Lashley, The Boogeyman, Booker T, Arn Anderson, Brooklyn Brawler, Brutus Beefcake, Bushwhacker Luke, Big Stevie Cool, Carlito, Chavo Guerrero, Chris Masters, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Cowboy Bob Orton, Dan Severn, Dean Douglas, Deborah, Demolition, Derek Bateman, Diamond Dallas Page, Diesel, D'Lo Brown, Drew McIntyre, Brandy Rhodes as Eden Styles, Elijah Burke, Epico, Evan Bourne, Ezekiel Jackson, Flash Funk, Gangrel, George South, The Godfather, Henry Godwin, Grandmaster Sexay, who is the crappiest wrestler I've ever seen, The Great Khali, Greg Valentine, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Haku, or Ming, Hardcore Holly, Tom Pritchard, Hornswoggle, The Hurricane, Ivan Koloff, Ivory, Jack Swagger, Jake the Snake Roberts, Jeff Hardy, Jeff Jarrett, Jerry the King Lawler, Jillian, Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Snuka, Joey Mercury, John Morrison, Johnny Parisi, Justin Credible, Justin Gabriel, Kama Mustafa, Katie Lee Burchell, Ken Shamrock, Kenny Dykstra, Kevin Sullivan, Kevin Thorne, Karma, Kid Cash, B. Brian Blair, Kurt Angle, Larry Zabisco, Road Warrior Animal, Lex Luger, Lita, Marty Jannetty, The Masked Superstar, Matt Hardy, Matt Stryker, Maxine, Melina, Juventud Guerrera, Mick Foley, Mickey James, Molly Holly, Mr. Hughes, Mr. Kennedy, The Nasty Boys, Typhoon. I'll be getting Nikolai Volkov to sign this book in 2 weeks. One Man Gang, Papa Shango, Paul Orndorff, Primo, Razor Ramon, Rhino, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, Rikishi, Rocky Johnson, Ron Simmons, Rosie, Saba Simba, Sabu, The Sandman, Scott Steiner, Sergeant Slaughter, Shane Douglas, Shannon Moore, Charmel, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Skip Sheffield, also known as Ryback, Stevie Richards, Tatanka, Terry Runnels, Terry Funk, Teddy Long, Tito Santana, Tommy Dreamer, Tony Atlas, Grandmaster Sexy again, Tugboat, Vader, Jimmy Valiant, Victoria, the Warlord, and last one in here is X-Pac. So real quick, guys, before I sign off of here, as for this book right here, over the next couple weeks and months, I will be adding, from now until the end of the year, I know I'll be adding Ultimo Dragon, Nikolai Volkov, Doink the Clown, Mean Gene Okerlund, Miss Tessmacher, Taryn Terrell, formerly known as Tiffany, possibly Goldberg, and a few others to this book. So guys, that is my entire wrestling autograph collection as of today, Thursday, April 19th, 2018. Thanks for watching.